Some people are so good at pinching pennies that they leave thumbprints on Abe Lincoln's face. On the show Extreme Cheapskates, many people have taken being cheap to a whole different level. A lot of what you will see will blow your mind, and most of it is quite out of hand. The whole show is about being extreme, so I can see why it displays some pretty unordinary people in the things they do. So we're going to be talking about some of the craziest extreme cheapskates moments. So before we do, make sure you hit the subscribe button and let's get into it.
I only plant silk flowers in my yard because I do not have to take care of them.
Jamie has a thing for her garden and plants that look pretty nice from afar, but once you get closer you will realize that all the flowers she has are actually all fake silk flowers. Having fake flowers might be pretty normal for inside your home, but for outside, multiple fake flowers actually planted in soil is a bit weird and completely cheap. On top of that, she claims that she really is a gardener because of these fake flowers she gardens. However, in reality, of course, she isn't, because they're not real flowers. I guess this is one way to keep a garden looking nice without having to spend any money yearly. Of course, it makes it a lot easier too because you don't have to water the plants and keep them alive. I know the neighbors have plenty to say when they walk past.
In the wintertime, I'll be out here shoveling snow and looking over, and we've got these bright yellow flowers in the middle of winter.
Sarah has had a plan all year as far as saving money for Christmas. We all know firsthand how expensive Christmas time is, but Sarah's definitely an extreme cheapskate, so you better know that she spends little to absolutely nothing on the gifts. A normal household spend around $1,000 a year on gifts alone, but that just won't do for Sarah. She goes as far as to steal family belongings and give them back to them as gifts.
I got these nice shades that I got from Nisha throughout the year. She's gonna be so happy to get them back.
I don't know where she got this crazy and cheap idea from, but normally giving someone a gift that you stole from them isn't really considered a gift. Now come on. But to make matters worse, she ends up going to a recycling dump and picking up a few other items so that she can give them to her family. Maybe someone should teach Sarah the actual meaning behind gift giving, because I think she doesn't quite understand.
Christmas shopping was a blast.
It was
today.
horrible.
We found so many good deals.
Stephanie and her boyfriend Jimmy decided that they wanted to get married, but of course Stephanie is a cheapskate, so they have to do it at a discounted rate. Stephanie and her boyfriend go to an unclaimed baggage center to get a ring, dress, and tux, which I could stand by if Stephanie wasn't so picky.
So we're looking for engagement rings.
I'm looking for a $75 diamond ring. Can you help me?
Now, we're gonna have to come off the pocketbook a little bit for a diamond ring.
She wants to get herself a wedding ring for under $75, but she wants to have a diamond on it, so yeah, that isn't gonna happen. Basically, the two ended up having their wedding at the unclaimed baggage center because it was a whole lot cheaper. Honestly, even though it's quite bizarre, they do look very happy together. The whole wedding cost them less than $500, so it's a pretty good deal, if I do say so myself.
I do.
You may now kiss the bride.
Ron Mastery calls himself a foodie, which is a term people use because they love food. He doesn't spend any money on anything other than food, and it shows. He refuses to buy furniture because he thinks it is not a necessity, would much rather prefer sitting on the floor than lounging on couches or beds.
I don't see the need to spend money on furniture. I'm a floor guy. I sit on the floor and it's very comfortable.
Uses packages he gets and the styrofoam inside that come with it to make himself a bed or whatever he calls it. That's a pretty strange way to sleep, and I can't believe it is any kind of comfy. But if he can sleep on it, then it must be. Earlier when I said this guy spends money on nothing but food, I was telling the truth. His house and closet are both bare with hardly anything in them. I've got to give it to you, Ron. You are one pretty bizarre extreme cheapskate, hence why you're on today's list.
And by the way, I own no underwear and no socks.
Well, that's all we have for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel for future content just like this. Also, if you guys have any recommendations or shows you want to watch, make sure you leave it down below in the comment section, and we'll make sure to add that to the list.